Hello, welcome back. This might be quite a short turn. If there's any noise in the background, there's a neighborhood dog barking very loudly. If it gets picked up on the mic, I hope it's not too distracting. But anyway, we got construction to 4. We can forge a bunch of boosters now, which is good, so I'm doing that this turn. We should get to 6 pretty quick as well. Did a bunch of spells. We did Auspex and found 2 sites for a total of 3 gems per turn, which is quite nice. So we'll keep doing that. Did lots of summons. We got some new summons as well. So I'll look at those. One of those is Angry War Trolls. I thought would be quite cool. You only get 2 of these per cast. But they are very high protection, high hit point, regenerating trolls. With an extremely heavy damage attack. So they hit for 37 blunt damage if they hit. These guys would be quite nice if you could mass them. We're going to summon them quite slowly, but even just having like 10 or 12 of these guys at the front line of the army would be quite nice. Or just standing in front of our casters and our camels and stuff. The big problem is that if we have anyone with a heat aura, they're gonna really burn these guys, so we need to make sure that we give them some fire resist. Actually, can you put berserkers on God Commander? I wonder. I don't know if I've tried that before. One interesting thing about these guys is that they do actually have upkeep, so they're costing us 64 gold per year each, which is quite high. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to summon a couple of them. We also summoned some salamanders who also have upkeep, only 32 gold per turn though, per year. These guys are also pretty nice. Very fiery. Got the heat aura, fire shield. They do this thing, mind blast with fire damage. I think this might be a JBBM thing. So it's got this funny line about they imprint fiery thoughts upon their foe's consciousness, and those affected may spontaneously combust due to feeling that they ought to. I don't think that was generated by MagicGen. I think that's a Joe Burton thing. Yeah, but there we go. There'll be a nice little addition to our army as well. So we're summoning that stuff in our forts when we can, in addition to all the usual stuff. Oh, we also did summon small earth elementals as well. So we got a bunch of size 2 earth elementals. These guys are normal other than that though. Size 2 tramplers, not sure who they're going to trample. But they're additional blockers if we need them. Anything else? I think we did a bunch more site searching, but we only found stuff with Auspex. Events were both gold events, so we got 250 gold in Wesh and 348 gold in White Harbour. Yeah, we have 9 Dominion here, but still no magic. I am wondering if maybe there's some kind of drain site here, but I'm not sure. It just seems odd that we don't even have a single pip of magic yet, with 9 candles. I guess I'll keep an eye on it next turn. Let's go with some scouts, and that's it. Yeah, this turn, moving this priest into Wesh to put a temple up here. I've been recruiting scouts out of this fort every turn just because it seems like a good use of the fort. You can see the kind of grey arrows slowly filtering through this territory. That's all that's really happening down there, but since it's a fort, might as well put a temple in it. Push out some more dominion in this region. Caught the scout on Wesh, still summoning stuff here. Got some salamanders now in addition to the serpents and the camels patrolling. So this is looking okay. There's Ifrit Sultans nearby as well to defend it. I can't see any big Amorian stacks anywhere near my border at the moment. So maybe we don't have to worry about Armor just yet. Up here we've got the Bogus Province. I'm going to try corrupting here. I thought, why not? This might be a mistake because we're very close to Construction 6. And I could give these guys like bottles of living water and stuff and they'd be like way more effective. But whatever, let's just give it a shot. We'll try and corrupt these guys and we'll attack into it as well. So we're sending this army in. I assume that'll kill Bogus and stuff. They're not that strong. We've got pretty good units. Famous last words. Yeah, so hopefully that goes okay. We'll take back this province. And again, it's only 11 income. Do I really care about this province? I don't know, it would be nice to get all the items off Bogus's crew, I guess. Surely this is sufficient to kill Bogus and his gang, right? They're not that strong. And these guys are really powerful. Should I have checked if they do, like, if they've got a cold mage? Maybe I'll check that before I submit the turn. But yeah, that should go okay. And that's pretty much it for this turn. It's just, yeah. I'm still just doing research and putting up infrastructure. I'm slowly recruiting a Amber Clan mage underwater, so we'll have a water mage. And we're building a lab in Giant's Rest so we can start recruiting even better water mages. And the only thing I'm doing this turn is just kind of using the construction target we just hit. I'm forging a Flame Helmet back in my cap. That's a fire booster, requires Fire 4 to cast to forge. My Death Hero is forging a Skull Staff, which is a death booster. Got another one somewhere. I'm having some Earth Mages just forge some Girdles of Might every month. Because we currently have 300 Earth Gems. So I might as well just forge some useful little Earth Trinkets with all those gems, because why not? My God's forging a Robe of the Sea. And I've got an Nature Mage doing some Endless Bags of Wine every month as well. Because we do have some starvation problems sometimes when we move armies around. Let's make sure we can feed all of our camels and things. That's pretty much it for this turn. One piece of news is that seems to have gone AI. They're very small. I guess they just didn't feel relevant. So, you can see AI is now recruiting a bunch of weird little dudes in this fort on our border. And summoning some deers, horned serpents, and salmies. So we might have to quickly take some of Ur's provinces. So we'll start thinking about how we want to do that next turn. But for now, that's it. That was turn 40. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Got construction done. We're up to 876 research per month. Quite a few mages walking around though. Could easily be over 1,000. That's pretty good. Augury found a Bog of Strange Lights, which is 1 fire gem and 1 water gem. Also pretty cool. Didn't find any other sites. Did a lot of summons though. Usual stuff. We did 2 corruption attempts. One was on Bogus. This was at night. Bogus is pretty tough though. It was probably a mistake to try corrupting these guys. I don't know. He just kind of one-shots our Shaitan. Yeah, it might have been an error. Next up, we tried to corrupt Fang the Troll. Similar sort of story. It could have gone better, shall we say. I don't know, it might have been a mistake. I was kind of thinking, like, the Shaitan have sort of outlived their usefulness anyway. I feel like assassins are more useful if you just have loads of them, like if you can really just mass them. But, I don't know, they're kind of hard for us to recruit. We only have 2 of them. Still probably a mistake to just waste them like this, but I don't know, I just thought it would be cool if we actually managed to charm some of these unique guys, but maybe it was a waste. We then attacked Darkwoods though, and this went fine as you'd expect. Pretty good fireballs there. And the pillars are pretty good as well. Bogus just gets chopped up then. They all get chopped up. So that was Darkwoods. We did lose our Kahin somehow, and some Phantasmal Warriors. But we found a bunch of items, which is the whole point. So, got a nice Pebble Staff, Greenstone Armor, Braces of Protection. Got Rune Smasher, that's quite nice to find. Braces of Protection. Wraith Sword, pretty cool. Horror Helmet, Rainbow Armor. Yeah. So, nice selection of items. We also spied a battle between Atlantis and Agartha. And Agartha was permanently vanquished this turn. Farewell to Agartha. Events, we got a lab and some nature gems in Trollland, and a couple more gems in Nom. We finished the construction of the fortress in Mudwood. So this is Trollland, where we got the free lab. Right next to Atlantis. And that's it for messages. Yeah, so this might have been a mistake, I don't know. But we got some items, and I'm gonna move some stuff to Mudwood now. We'll sort out our dudes in Mudwood, give them some items, maybe take some of these items off them. And then I'm probably just gonna try and walk some stuff into and take some of their territory. Since, yeah, is very, very small and AI, so might as well just grab some of their stuff. So, the guys currently marching through Bogus's province are gonna stop briefly in Mudwood, probably to drop off the Phantasmal Warriors. and then they'll start flying up. And I'm also moving some of this stuff around here up towards Hinnom, kind of group up, and they'll start walking up into Ura's territory as well. Just moving enough stuff to Durant's Rest that we can do some summons and things like that. And a lot of the kind of junk summons are going to sit in the fort forever, which will be finished in 2 more months. I'm currently doing Tiny Fire Elementals and Horned Serpents here. That should be fine for now. Scouts are continuing to walk through Pan's territory. Scouts down here trying to get through Ermor and some of Atlantis' land territory. Atlantis has quite a lot of land actually now that I look at things. Yeah, they have a pretty big amount of territory. I guess everyone in the game now must be quite big though, with the exception of maybe these two. Because there aren't many players left. I wonder what this area looks like. Is this all Pan or is there some Rust stuff in here? This scout's moving over, so we'll be able to see it a bit better soon. I was thinking a bit more about what thrones we could probably take. If we claim this, we've got 3 thrones, which means we need 4 more. This one is the obvious target, and then this one as well, I think. That's 2. We need 2 more. Maybe this one is good. But I don't see another throne target that's, like, obvious. We might have to really push through someone. So, like, pushing through Pan to get the last one. Or we could just aim to take 6 thrones and then just really turtle very, very hard. And rely on the fact that we could kill horrors a lot better than everyone else. That's also possible. Cataclysm is a long way off currently. It's what, 3 years still? Yeah. So we're going to have to start thinking about how we build up forces to take at least those thrones. This one, and probably this one. So that's the next big plan. But for now I'm still pressing ahead with forging items and getting globals up. I'm going to start summoning some bishop fish underwater. I'm casting that once here. We'll start forging some amulets to get them on land. And I'm forging a few other little bits and pieces, I think. I'm doing another skull staff, because why not? Still doing girdles of might and things like that. Forging another robe of the sea. Another endless bag of wine. Yeah, so lots of forging going on, and we'll hit construction 6 next, so we can do even more forging. We'll be able to make a bracelet, put that on my god, and cast Guardians of the Deep with the robe. That'll be quite funny. After that, I'm going to try and get Enchantment 7 for the boat, and then Thaumaturgy 7 for Purgatory. And by that point, hopefully we'll have built up some throne-getting armies. Maybe when we finish taking Ur stuff, we should try and ram into Russ and take their throne while we're doing that. Who knows, maybe Russ's territory extends all the way to this throne. Might be possible. Have to see. I think that's everything for this turn, though. I got province events everywhere. I'm still trying to keep it at 10, because why not? Only doing recruitment in my throne forts and my cap currently. Can't quite do any recruitment here yet, but that'll be the next target as well. Might get out some hydromancers. And that's it for turn 41. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. I got lots of research done. Finished construction. Got the big boosters at 6. And got a little bit of enchantment done as well. I haven't actually looked at enchantment. Did we get anything here? Let's see. So fire spells. There's Greater Fire Shield. Okay, this is an AoE 1 fire shield. 200% cast time though. It might be something. A lingering flaming arrows. Not sure if that's going to be useful. And greater protection from cold. How about Earth? Oh, there's the teleport spell. Yeah, that'll be a nice one to hit soon as well. And air. No, we can do Seeking Arrows as well. Need to get Earth 3. I'm not sure if we have an Earth 3 mage yet. Or if we ever will. But there we go. We'll keep going up enchantment anyway for, I think it's the boat we're going for next, isn't it? Did a lot of site searching spells and didn't find anything. A Diaportant. Elmore has cast Eyes of God. And he posted a few of the graphs in their Discord, not all of them. He posted like 3 of them. So I guess I'll put those up in the video somewhere. In fact, let's go through them now. So he posted the provinces graph, the income graph, and the gem income graph. So let's take a look. Provinces first. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to see in the video, but we are in first on provinces. We've been first for quite a while. Ermor is just about behind us now. But yeah, we're the biggest player, which is good. Third largest player is Atlantis, which is interesting. Although they flatlined for a while. I did think they had quite a lot of land holdings, which is a bit odd. Usually land players push water players back into the water, but I guess that didn't happen in this game. They've got quite a lot of territory. And then fourth is Pan. Fifth, a little bit further down, is Rus, and it looks like they've just lost some provinces to Jotun as well. So maybe that's something to keep in mind if they're on the losing end of their war. Because Jotunheim looks like they're much smaller than Rus. Yeah. And then I guess that's just behind Jotun as well. Income then. Let's see. Income looks like we're neck and neck pretty much with Atlantis. Looks like Atlantis is just about ahead of us. But yeah, we're the two richest nations by far. Which is interesting because our scales aren't actually that good. So Ermor's territory must be terrible, because he's about the same size as us and his income is much worse than ours. Then again, I think I remember Ermor has death scales. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So me and Atlantis in first, and then Pan and Ermor a little bit further behind in second, and then again you can see Rus is just kind of, their income is on the decline and Jotun's is on the incline. Yeah, just they're not doing too well. And then finally gem income. Everyone is very, very tight on gem income. Tightly clustered, I mean. So it looks like I'm just about in first, Atlantis is second, Pan is third, and Ermor is fourth, but there's very little in it. And then everyone else is just way down. So probably the lands haven't been site searched at all. But even if we take their provinces. Well then again, I guess it's just representative of how small they are relative to us, right? Anyway, those are the only 3 graphs he posted, so make of them what you will. And I'll see you now in the rest of the actual turn. He also mentioned that one of Rus's provinces contains the steel ovens, I think. So maybe that's something to look out for as well. Yeah, that's the first global that's gone up this game. Ermor also declared a new prophet, retiree from the mercenary life, the troll shaman. As the prophet of... I wonder if that was an actual mercenary. They're a mercenary company that contains a troll. Maybe. Anyway. Unexpected events then. In the Bowl of Dust, we got 231 gold and a Lawmaster. This is great. Lawmaster is a 28 research guy. Isn't that what we pulled out of that throne before? Yeah, it was one of these guys. Only he's not as good. I guess it's a different kind of Lawmaster. Either way, still a very good researcher. Came with some gems and some salt, weirdly. He'll go and research. I'm going to keep him down in this fort. He can help defend this throne. Hinnom we got some gems, and in Jebero we got Misfortune +3, unfortunately. A bunch of our scouts got caught all around the world. And troops in Mudwood are starting to starve. That's not good, that's a upgraded fort. This does have the Throne of Death though, so everything's dying here slowly. Won't be many supplies left here long. I'm forging 2 bags of wine a turn now, to make sure we can always fix starvation. And that's it for messages. Yeah, nothing else too interesting happening just yet. I was looking around, because our upkeep is extremely high now. I noticed that the Cloud Mages also have upkeep, even though they're summons. That's something to keep an eye on as well. I thought these were all like free mages, but they're not. They all have upkeep. So, I'll keep it in mind. Might come a point where it's not worth summoning them anymore, because they're only A1 mages. Who knows? Yeah, for now, income's not great. We could do with some more territory. So, the only real movements this turn is moving stuff up towards We'll try and take some of their stuff. We can see they've got this thin strip of land through here, through Atlantis' holdings. Let's try and grab some of their stuff and ram their cap quickly. I think we can do that. We've got a big bunch of stuff moving to Gladewoods. This is a very strong army. And we've also got some stuff moving over from where Bogus was to help out as well. Including this guy who I've given all the like thug items to. Let's see if we can chop people up on the back lines. Would a girdle be better than the braces, or a girdle be better than a fire in a jar? Just to give him even more reinvigoration? Probably. But it's okay like this. We'll have lots of stuff over here. I'm also very slowly moving the grubs. They'll be in Hinnom next turn. We'll shove into Ur's territory, trying to take some of this very quickly. I'm putting scouts into these provinces so we can see if they are undefended next turn. And we'll just kind of snap them up quickly. And hopefully, yeah. I think we can wrap this up very quickly. Just grab some stuff and then be done. And we can't see any big stacks on our borders anywhere at the moment. And Pan has been sending me a lot, well I guess this is technically a big stack, but Pan has been sending me messages quite a lot over the last few turns. Just like talking to me. And usually if people are talking to you, they don't want you to go to war with them. He mentioned that Russ has been in war with Jotunheim for a very long time. We've only just spotted Jotunheim, so I didn't really know where they were in the world. But we can see Russ must be quite large. They extend all of this territory. They're at war with Jotunheim, so I guess all of this terrain in the middle that we can't see yet is going to variously be either Russ or Jotun. So that's good to know. Maybe we can take some of this. Maybe Russ is a good target? We do want their throne is the thing. It's completely undefended at the moment. We could probably just snatch this off them and then just say, okay, do you want peace now? And they'll probably say yes if they're stuck in this war. But it's something to think about. Only other movements are over here. I'm moving stuff out of White Harbour into Giant's Rest. This province still has no magic skills. So I wonder if there's some kind of drain site here. So I'm going to site search it with death. See if we find a death site. But I'm not sure. It just seems very odd. All the other provinces around it, this is now Magic 2, Magic 3, Magic 3, Magic 2. I guess it must have a drain site. It just seems kind of weird. So yeah, so all the researchers are going to move out. Except one guy who's forging endless bags of wine. My god's going to forge a Thistle Mace, which is a nature booster. The S2 Mage in Sinafi is going to forge a Starshine Skullcap, which is an astral booster. The Amber Clan Mage is forging a Water Bracelet, which is a water booster. That will allow us to cast Guardians of the Deep next turn if we want to. And I've got a big Ifrit Sultan over here. I haven't named this guy yet, but he came with Fire 5. Which means he only needs one booster to cast Purgatory as well. He's a very strong Fire Mage. But even though he doesn't need many boosters, I'm going to empower him in Death anyway. So that he can forge the other Fire booster. The Skull of Fire. Because the Skull of Fire requires Death and Fire to forge it. So he's going to be the one I empower. Because why not? I think that's basically it this turn. We'll try and grab some stuff off in the next video. And see what happens. That was turn 42. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.